Hey babe. Um, it's 1:30 a.m. my time, so 4:30 a.m. your time. Just got done doing the dishes and getting ready for bed. Um, yeah, so hope your day was good. Um, Mine was okay. Work was shitty as usual, but what are you gonna do? I got like a plug-in um, light, which is a little light bulb at the end, and I put it in that porcelain haunted house thing, and so now like the light shines through all the little areas that are open. So I'm gonna have that on when I sleep. Um, yeah, today at work, Nate was kind of a dick. And like I said, Shay was there for 90 minutes while I was there, and um, she just said hi, um, and so I was like hi, and then that was it. And then she asked me later on where something went, and so I just took it and put it back, and then um, I was like reorganizing an aisle of costumes, and she was like, and she just like came up and um, was like, I'm starving and I don't work long enough here to get a break, and I don't work long enough at my other job to get a break, and I work here until 2:30. I work at my other job from 3 to 8 or something. And I was like, oh, well, maybe you can sneak food at your other job. And she's like, yeah, and walked away, and that was the last thing I ever said. We ever said to each other. Um, but yeah, I was like avoiding her, and she was like, um, no, I was looking for a place to put something back, and she just came up and was like, that goes over there. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I walked away. um, but yeah, for a majority of the time there, I worked with Nate, obviously, because he started at the same time I did. And then I worked with that um, lesbian, like bisexual girl, Katie. Um, the bigger one that is not like attractive whatsoever. That one, yeah. The one, she's a really nice, um, nice person, but yeah. And so she was like doing the dress room and was getting like overrun with people because there was like a line of people wanting to try and stuff. And then and so I was helping her, and oh, excuse me, and someone was trying in a Cersei Lannister costume, and um, like the Daenerys and Cersei costumes, look like they do from the show, but they're still like kind of sexy. And so I was um I was just like, I gotta get my girlfriend to wear like a Cersei Lannister costume for Halloween some year, and she started laughing, she was like, yeah, and then you could be Jamie too, and like, because they love each other because they're brother and sister. I was like, oh yeah, that'd be gross. and she started laughing, and I was like, yeah, I gotta be Jon Snow, and she has to be Daenerys, and yeah, so they can be together, just like they should be in the show, because that'd be so cool if Jon Snow and Dany were to hook up. Um, but yeah, and then she's like, yeah, but it would be so funny if you and your girlfriend dressed up like Jamie and Cersei for Halloween some year. And I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Um, and I was wearing my my dog tag with Wes's picture on it, and on the chain I put my promise ring. So I was wearing that all day today. And then, so when I was helping Katie out at the dressing room, she asked me what the picture was about, and I said that, oh, it's my brother. And she said, is he in the service? I said, no. He passed away 10 years ago tomorrow, which is technically now today. 10 years ago today. Rest in peace, Wes. Um, but yeah, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, what of? And I was telling her, and then all of that stuff, and she was like telling me about um, like her best friend's boyfriend or something like that died of leukemia not too long ago. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then, so when we were clocking out, well, when we were waiting to clock out, Nate and her were talking about like threesomes. Like, I don't know what's up with them talking about sexual stuff, but she was um, like talking about girlfriends that she has had, and then like as we were leaving, she was like, I know that tomorrow is gonna be like a tough day or whatever, so have a good day, and then gave me a hug, and so I was like, okay, thanks. And it was just like unexpected. I was like, okay, thanks, but it was sweet of her, to do that. I was just like caught off guard because I wasn't expecting it. Um, so yeah, I just like wanted to tell you because I would want you to tell me if someone hugged you. I mean, I wouldn't have like, I wouldn't talk to her, or like crack jokes or something if she was like straight and acted at all interested in me. Like I would stay away from that. That's why like I stay away from Shay. Not saying that she's interested in me, because she's apparently very interested in Nate, or as a matter of fact, any guy really that gives her attention. Um, so that's why I'm like sort of rude and give short answers to Shay. And then, but with Katie, she's like either full on lesbian or bisexual. And, but she talks about girlfriends a lot. And, so yeah, just my point is that, like, not only would I not, like, be around her or even, like, crack jokes and hang out, I guess, at work, with her if she were straight, and because I wouldn't want you to like be jealous or anything. Not that you have anything to be jealous of. There's like no way in hell I would be with anyone besides you. But that's why like I wasn't like get the hell off me when, she hugged me. If, like, Shay even tried to do that, I would be like, get the fuck off me, what are you doing? Um, but yeah, that's why I was just like, thanks. So, and it is like, it was nice, but it was like, kind of weird, I guess. I don't know. I don't like people touching me, and I would still like, I wouldn't feel threatened if like a gay guy hugged you, obviously, but I would just be like, why are you touching her? But I would be like pissed if a straight guy hugged you. So that's fine. I would want you to tell me either way, if a gay guy like hugged you or touched you or something like that, and definitely like punch any straight guy that whatever try to touch you, just like I would you know push any like straight girl that like tried to touch me. Um, but yeah, I was just trying to explain why um, I tell you to be rude to guys, and I'm trying to explain why I wasn't rude to Katie in this situation because um, she's into girls. She has made that very clear, and she was talking. We were talking about my girlfriend, you, and about like the Jamie and Susie Halloween costume and stuff, and you know, all the girls there know that I have a girlfriend. I don't know if probably the only one that doesn't is Shay, yeah, because I'm never hanging out with her or talking to her in order to tell her that I have one. So um, I'm never even around her for her to even catch up on that information. Um, but yeah, people know that I have a girlfriend. Katie, especially, she was like the first one that I told there. Um, but yeah, she's probably like 5'6", like 240 probably. So she's a big girl, but she's nice and lesbian. So yeah, just thought I would, like I said, let you know that happened, and because I don't want us to keep anything from each other. So yeah, I would want to know if anything like that happened to you. So it's only right that I tell you when or if it happens to me. Um, yeah, if you want me in the future to handle it differently, um, then tell me, and I will. So yeah, I hope you're not like upset when you find this out. um, but yeah, and it was only because of what today is. Like, there's no touching ever again going to be going on between Katie, the lesbian, and myself. um, but yeah. Um, yeah, there was this customer today that was a huge douche. He came in wanting an Assassin's Creed costume for his son, and then So Katie told me where it was, and I showed him it, and he's like, "No, that's not it. That's not the one that was on your website. Your website said that you had it." So I went to the front desk and I looked on the computer and found what he was talking about, and it's $180, and it's online only, in bright yellow letters underneath the picture of the costume. So only fucking Helen Keller could miss it saying online only. And so I told him, and I guess in the time that I was gone to check the computer, he had talked to Katie, and she was like, "Okay, well, when he gets back, I'll have him stand in for me at the dressing room, and then I'll show you where it's at." And so I came back, found the guy, and was like, "Is the one you're talking about $180 because it's online only?" And he didn't answer the question because he's a fucking idiot. And it was like, "Go over there because she said that if you stand in for her over there, then she'll show me where it's at because you don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, thinking to myself, wow, what a fucking idiot. Um, like, and a huge asshole. And so I went over there, and Katie went and showed him the exact same costume that I had already showed him. And then he got pissed, and then went and found Nate and asked Nate to show him where the costume was. And Nate showed him the same fucking costume that I showed him, and then Katie showed him, and then he got mad and left. And maybe you wouldn't have wasted your time and gas money driving to the store if you weren't such a fucking moron and could see that it said online only. Um, Online only means it is sold only online. I mean, I don't know how people could not understand that. But huge douchebag. Hopefully he got into a car wreck that killed his entire family, and he was the only one that survived, and he has to live with that shit every day for the rest of his life. Um, but yeah, um, another huge effing moron is your coach and the boys' coach for playing a co-ed game. Oh, they're not allowed to talk to each other on road trips, but now we're gonna let them play next to each other and let them touch each other. Fucking morons. Literally two of the dumbest fucking people at that school, probably. And, I don't know. Whatever. Good thing nobody touched you at all. And, yeah. I mean, I obviously believe you, when you told me that, but I'm just saying, just putting it out there that I hope you didn't lie to me because you knew that I would be upset at work or something like that, and something did happen, because I need to know. Um, but yeah, if it honestly, nothing happened, then fantastic, and hopefully your coaches won't make you play a co-ed scrimmage again. Because boys, no matter what age, are going to say, okay, I'm having girls on my team and I'm playing against some of the girls, and then I'm going to get a little physical and see if I can feel something and just say, I can't get in trouble for it because I'll just say that I was playing the game. And that's what fucking people do. That's what people did when I was on the wrestling team for 2 weeks. And there was one girl wrestler on the team. Everyone wanted to volunteer to wrestle her, and I was probably the only one that didn't want to, because it's just creepy shit to do. And so obviously, you know, that obviously didn't happen to you. which is the most important thing, but I'm sure it happened to some girls on your team, and they just are like, oh, well, it's just part of the game or something like that. But it's not part of the game. You girls should have refused to play with and or against the boys. Um, but odds of that happening are very slim. And I don't know, your school lets boys and girls play with each other and against each other. You guys also let the girls' team have really thin and eventually see-through jerseys and shorts to wear while playing. Um, so it's see-through when you guys just sweat through them. I can't imagine how see-through they were when it rains at the games that you guys are. You guys don't have a locker room and allow girls to just take their shirts off and stand there in their sports bra for your fucking coach to see. One, who's a stranger. He's not your guys' friend. You guys shouldn't trust him. He's a fucking stranger that you guys have known for 2 months. Outside of going to that school, he's just some random middle-aged guy that now gets to see your team, a bunch of young girls, in their bra because your school doesn't think it's a big deal that their girl students um, just take their shirts off in front of him, uh, any male assistant coaches or anything like that, the trainer, which is fucking weird. You guys don't know him. He's just another random guy. He's not your friend. And in front of any and all guys around that are ball boys or students at that school who only have to look across a football field, which is maybe 300 feet, in order to see a bunch of girls in their bra standing there. Sorry for the rant and hope I don't upset you talking bad about your school or your coaches or anything like that, but that's just the way that it is, and that's just how they are. Um, but yeah, so I'm, you know, it's the school that you wanted to go to, and I want you to be happy there in the time that you're there because you're, experiencing this cool thing of being away at college and playing college soccer. But honestly, apart from the obvious reasons of having you back, I'm going to be happy when you're home knowing that you're not at that school anymore because I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's a stupid school. I think it's shitty. I think it's ran by fucking morons and just a bunch of idiots work there and go there. So I don't know. And maybe I'm just harsh on that school because I expected it to be better than your run-of-the-mill college, but really it's no different than ASU where 82,000 people go. It's the same type of bullshit, but just on a smaller scale. You guys have a star quarterback of a fucking team that's 0-6 and let him get away with a heinous crime because he's the star of your school. One, what does that say about your school? For two reasons. One, that they would throw away the honor code and any and all religiousness out the door for one kid, and are complete fucking hypocrites. And two, to do all of that for their star quarterback, who is a fucking shitty athlete. He's not a Tim Tebow or Peyton Manning type thing. Even then, it wouldn't be acceptable. But at least some people could understand why they would break the rules because they want money for their school and championships and stuff like that. This kid is garbage in everything that he does. And but to let him get away with what he did and turn the other cheek and completely throw the honor code out the window for this one kid, but enforce it for everyone else. BYU didn't do that. Their star basketball player had premarital sex with his girlfriend. That's it. And they kicked him off the team. Imagine what they would do for just a nobody student like Hannah or something like that. But whatever. Your school is corrupt, and probably most colleges are. What are you gonna do? But like I said, I guess I just expected more out of your school, because of how religious it's supposed to be. Yeah, I guess I'm just tired of these worries of who's around you and who's talking to you and what type of things the girls' soccer team will have to do because I just have to go along with it because it's just the team thing to do, which isn't the case. Mindlessly following something just because others do it is how fucking Hitler rose to power. So, yeah. I don't want you to think like I'm upset at you at all because I'm not. I'm just saying that maybe you girls on your team should say no once in a while. Girls in general, the gender, need to figure out how to say no. Um, but yeah, so anyway, don't know what else to talk about. I like having this picture of you and me on my desk to look at. Yeah, so I hope you're not mad at me after that rant. If you are, then I'm sorry you're upset. I'm sorry I upset you. But one thing I will never do is apologize for my opinions. and I'm a very opinionated person, as you probably know, and my opinion is worth a lot to me, and I'm never going to apologize for it. But if I said something you didn't like, then I'm sorry. And let me know, and I will rephrase it in the future or not say it at all. But yeah. Today, well, first off, it was the longest video I've ever made at 31 minutes. It's probably going to take forever to render and upload. But today I'm going to EMCC to talk to financial aid to get a deferment form. That way they know that, okay, you're no longer going to EMCC, but we know that you're going at least half time at ASU. That way I don't get like a bill for student loans, which will be 6 months after my graduation in May, which is November. Shit, yeah, I better fucking do that soon. Good thing I'm going tomorrow. Actually, technically today, because it's, you know, past midnight here, obviously. But, and I'm gonna pick up my college degrees, my associate degrees. Should have 2. I don't think I have any certificates, but I'm not sure. I can check, but actually no, I can't, because the My.Maricopa thing isn't like open to view until like 6 a.m. So I can't check it right now. Check it before I go, but that's if I remember. But they'll have all there anyway. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm kind of tired. Getting really sleepy now. Gotta take my contacts out. And yeah. I was talking to my dad recently about how I could totally see like Nate or Wendy saying to me like, you need a haircut, because they just like say whatever pops into their head like the idiots that they are. And I could totally just saying something like that, and I told my dad, I was like, if they do, then I'll be like, and you shouldn't make comments about my physical appearance. And my dad was like, yeah, or you could say, you know what, you're right, I think I'll go get one right now. And then just like take my apron off and leave, and never come back. But yeah, I'm just like sick of their shit. They're so fucking stupid. Sorry for cussing a lot. I apologize, babe. I know I shouldn't cuss in front of you. It's not the gentlemanly thing to do. But yeah, so kind of thirsty. Might go get some apple juice. I'll probably play MLB 2K13 or Hearthstone while the video is rendering. A couple days ago, I was like getting a small pimple right here, which sucks, but I think it went away. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about now. So I'll let you go because this video is 35 minutes long. But yeah, so I miss you a lot and I love you a lot. And I will talk to you soon, babe. Love you. Bye.